Good day, viewers. Welcome back to the Cage Garden Cockroach Shadow Blade. Now we're at episode 10-2. So let's go with 40 stamina again. So you can only take 2. After chatting for a while, everyone went back to their rooms. I sneak outside. I look around carefully. Okay. I started walking slowly so that I don't make any sound. Phew! When I let out a breath, I held it for a while. I felt tired suddenly. I should find the key as soon as possible. I started searching for the key in the desk as I tried to move anything and remember where things were. When Auli advised me to do this, I didn't think it would be doing it. There it is! I got That's a lot of keys. Where's the right one? The bunch of keys floating in the dark, as if heavenly ascertaining their existence. But it's not the end of it. It was the moment when I tried to put the keys into my pocket. Robin? It was a miracle that I didn't say any word. The rising feeling disappeared. I stopped thinking. What are you doing? I could reply with anything to the question. I was seen! I don't know whenever he followed me or he just looked around at night. I felt the whole of my body got stiff as if all the blood were frozen. I couldn't even shake. The feeling of my fist holding the key made me calm down somehow. What should I do? What should I do? His little blue eyes suddenly started shining. You are. Oh, I think I should persuade him. It's nothing. What? You didn't see anything, right? This was a gamble. If are any possibilities that someone might support me, Linette. Linette likes the master. I don't think he would cooperate with me. I just want to know who killed Commodore. I don't think he would, but my only chance to escape from this situation is that I depend on Linette's cooperating with me. What I say from now on will be talking to myself. Just in case someone hears this, I will be in trouble. Linette looked down and started talking. Commodore was dead once. I already know that, but it hurts me when I hear it from someone. But it's not now. What? Commodore is definitely dead. Was definitely dead. But you can see it. It means it actually exists in the world, in this world. It's not alive, but it's not dead either. It's not defined either way. That means Commodore escaped from death. It's like a chick which would break its shell forever. It's a twisted logic, but if you aren't born, you won't be dead either. It won't be known. It won't be hidden. It won't be known. It won't be hidden. It won't be known. It won't be hidden. What do you mean? To let it go back, to return, and to cover. The womb is in the castle? You know how much. Lynette didn't deny it, but that's enough to know. My self-talk is finished. Both of us know each other's secret now. If you promise not to tell the story to anyone, I promise I didn't see anything. His agonizing facial expression tell me how much he is struggling. His awkward way of doing things must be one of the way to help me. Thank you. I didn't hear anything. I cannot involve him anymore. I should go before else notice me. I went around the side of Lynette and grabbed the doorknob so I could get out of the room at the time. The cage. What? When I looked back, I could see Lynette going towards the desk and sheep made. Lynette stood up from the desk and started to look for something, and he continued without looking at me. Even when chicks are born, it has no meaning. If they fly away, the castle womb and the cage at the same time. Lynette found something and gave it to me. What's this? A piece of paper? So be careful, Robin. That was mighty short. Oh, I can't go anymore already. I finally got in. I cannot go back now. I heard the key are in the study. I slammed my shaking leg when I felt the relief and the guilt when entering the room. I controlled my breath being swallowed almost unconscious and opened the door fearfully. It was a normal study at the first glance. There had nothing special about it. It's rather tell you sophisticated the owner of the room is. It's just as I looked closely, there were some books whose language of the title I didn't know, some notes which had weird picture, and some tools that I didn't know how to use. Are they related to alchemy? I pay attention to them a little, but it's not the time for me to look in details. I touched the drawer more carefully. Then, when I searched around the desk for the chef maid, chief, I mean, how long had I been doing it? It's not true. I searched everywhere: the desk, the bookshelf, the floor, even back of the lamp too. But I couldn't find the key at all. Did Rosa misunderstand, or the master took them with him? It was two in the morning. The master will be back early in the morning. I have still have time, but I don't know where to find it anymore. I just remembered. I haven't looked at the paper Lynette gave me yet. If you look at the paper there, Lynette would be a criminal too. I took the paper that I looked to myself out of my pocket. Huh? It's my introduction letter. Why is it hidden? Is the introduction letter just to show the orphanage introduced the working place? Is also the document which shown the state of the goods to the buyer? What does it mean? Lynette gave it to me like that, so it must be a clue of something. My name, the state of my health, birthday. There was nothing special written on there. It also had a picture too. Yes, the picture of my face. Well, what? I confirm again because I realized something. I look at many times that it might get a hole in it. It's just becoming more and more clear. Is this me? My face, I haven't seen so many times since I was born. I must have seen it wrong. Even so, I just whispered it because it, it is you. Me in the picture look younger than now. 13 years old. The introduction letter says so clearly. What? Why? It's not right. The introduction letter should say that information at the time of selling. So why is the information there about 4 years ago? Because I came here when... Commodore? What was going on? I suddenly got a heavy headache. I came here when a warning sign pain stopped me from thinking. I was trying to somehow trying to think, but I couldn't organize my thoughts. I don't feel I'm doing well, as if I was trying to catch smoke. Introduction, letter, the picture of me when I was 13 years old. Blank memory, strange feelings. I, the time when I left the orphanage was really 6 months ago. I realized that I haven't seen anything from which I confirmed the dates. I'm so lost what's going on. I ran, just keep running down the corridor. About the key, the door, everything is out of my thoughts now. The only person who dominates my mind is Drossel. I want to tell her, tell me. I want to her to rescue me. I'm just scared. I feel like I could vomit right now. But when I talk to her about my unclear memories in existence, I might be able to find out something. The master key must have the key to the door too. I should let her out. I should bring her with me. Fast, fast as possible. Only my breath filled the space around me. I checked no one was around and called her as usual. Drossel! No one, no reply. Drossel! Hey! Where is she? Drossel! Normally she replied any time, as if she knew I was coming, but I didn't hear any sound at all. A bad image came to my mind. Yes, I have the key. I mashed the key to the hole with my shaking hands. I have to let her out fast. Every time I used the wrong key, I left the press and she denied me. Please, this time! And finally, it worked! It opened! I touched the doorknob. The temperature of the metal getting cold is the night wind was the only thing was clear. It wasn't real. Was it like on the other side of the door of this door? What is Rosa like? I finally come to know. But why do I have this bad feeling? Drossel, I'm going to open it. She didn't reply this time either. What? This Drossel? Where's Drossel? It was a bedroom. There's nothing special. There's nothing strange. But I feel something strange so badly. Drossel? I stepped into the room fearfully, but the room was not big enough to search around. The locked air smelled like old books. The furniture, the floor, and the bed lines have dust like as usual room has. Drossel is not there. No one is there. Drossel was locked in, at least since I have met her. But there was no sign showing someone was here. Why? 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 Where did Drossel go? The person I was talking to was what I had seen was what I had listened to was my memory was what I believe was my memory. My memory. What I saw, what I hear, what I believe, time, me, and camaraderie. My memory, me and the sound of the water, smell camaraderie, the voice of Drossel crying truth, falsehood. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. What are you doing here? Oh. Uh-oh. Red, the color of red. I've seen it somewhere. Did did I see it? Did I smell it? Red? I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm asking, what are you doing here? The master. The master is here. Oh no. The master shouldn't be here. Drossel should be here, but she is not. Ah, I see. He said he was come here as soon as possible. I said I would wait for him. He kept his promise to me. If, if so, I'm happy. What are you holding? My hand? I had the master key in my hand. I forgot about it because I was holding them. They were like part of a new me now. They were warm. Keys? What about these keys? Are you trying to escape? The master grabbed my shoulder and shook me. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Where does it hurt? When I'm not here, you steal the key. Were you trying to escape from me from here? Did you plot to deceive me? You said you wanted to talk with me. Was it a lie for me to lower my guard? No, that's not true. That's not a lie. I didn't escape either. Because because Drossel is the master stopped moving. Why? What happened? Don't say anything about me. Oh, to others. I just said his name. Ah, I said it. I said it out loud. I broke the promise with Russell. Where did you hear that name? What? The name. What's going on? The sound of a water. I heard the sound of water. The sound of the water which brings Komadori. Brings? Yes, it always comes with the sound of water. Komadori does. Where? To where? Where does Komadori? Ah! Come on! Out already? This is so weird. Well, I don't know what to do. So I'll wait it to refilled. So I'll be right back. So okay, I'm back. So we got the full of the stamina. So we got episode 11, Remnants. So let's go. Episode 11, Remnants. Who sing as palm? I said the thrust. As she sat on the bush, I was singing as palm. I don't even know what this is getting at. Oh, my life is made up on the unhappiness of others. I think I was happy by the time I found out. Noble father and beautiful mother, an obedient maid. The grand castle, the time-honored family. I had lived in affluent circumstances. My father tended to go outside the castle. My mother was into the social circle. Therefore, I have only few moments that when family members gather together. I have never been huge nor kissed. I never been hugged, nor kissed, but I still love them. I was taught to become a person suitable for a family estate. I tried hard to meet their expectations. Innocently, purely, without any doubt, so I didn't realize the life that shaped me was distorted and twisted. It was wait for limitations. It was meant to be broken. On that day, I called by my mother. It was unusual, actually. It might have been the first time. That was out of the blue for me. I went to the mother's rooms, I was told. I just tell her the truth even if it's embarrassing. I expected my mother would compliment me. Her own beauty and her own adornments, I thought she might complimented me for the first time. It was my sweet imagination. Then when I entered the room, my mother let the maid go out and she poured sulfuric acid on my face. My eyes soon became dark. It was so painful, as if I was burned by the fire of hell. I was supposed not to see anything, but the view was red in front of me. I heard my screaming somewhere far, but I couldn't hear my mother's brilliant laugh like a monster so clearly. If I could see anything with my eyes at the time, I could see my mother smile. She's laughing and pour acid on my face. What a horrible mother! An insane one! I don't really remember what happened after that. When I woke up, everything was over. Yes, everything was over. My father, my mother, and myself. Short-term happiness too. After my mother poured sulfuric acid on my face, she dashed off the room and went to my father's. She stabbed my father with the knife and she hid it, and she stabbed herself with the same knife and followed him. I heard all the reasons. The story was no so unusual. It didn't even sound realistic because it was so ordinary. It was not her real child. It was a kid that came from my father's making another woman pregnant. A few years before I was born, my mother, his legal wife, gave birth to one child and he was my half brother. Normally, the older brother would be set to succeed the family and I won't be left alone. However, my older brother was a little bit different from normal people. His growth was a little bit slow, his mind and body didn't match. My father decided my older brother as failure. He shouted at my older brother was not the person who would succeed the family and he was the shame of Wildstein. That's why he took me. He needed someone who would succeed to the family. He thought of my older brother as dead and put him in his place instead of him. My older brother was not killed, but he was locked in a basement and raised in hiding. My mother lost my father's love and she was given someone else's child. And she became crazy. My father's nobility was made of his pride and vanity. Her beauty was the only thing she could be proud of. The maids were just not interested in us. The castle, the family, and the affluence life, all of them were meaningless. When I say these words, the story is just cheap. It's a story you cannot do anything about. What I believe was broken just like that. The only thing left after being broken was the bare bad intentions. People around me spread the story as if it was interesting and laughed at my family and me. They said bad things about me being someone else's kid. They looked down on my ugly burned look. I fired unnecessary people and locked myself in a castle. That led to more rumor that I didn't care about anything anymore. Because I was there. My older brother was locked as if he was needed. Is that Russell, the older brother? My mother became crazy because of humiliation. My father was killed. I don't know about my biological mother. I'm not sure. She happily let me go or it was taken from her unfairly. My father must have done something bad in order to keep it a secret. Everything happened because I was born. If I wasn't born, nobody would become unhappy. Because someone become unhappy, I exist here now. This is why I was born and why I'm alive. I had been thinking about it all these years. Though I thought about killing myself, but I didn't even have the energy to do so. I forced on studying so that I might be able to get the answer to this question. On the way, I pursued alchemy, which was the only my father's hobbies. I used money on alcohol, wine, and gambling, but nothing satisfied me. I just do my job for being high class and pass the time. I don't feel hope, joy, anger, nor sadness. I just exist. I'm not dead, but it's hard to say I'm alive. But it was okay. I thought it was better than making someone unhappy. I had been thinking that way though. I knew it. Wow, this one long story. My life is made up of other unhappiness, but I don't intend to live here like that forever. I am abnormal. I am crazy. Am I crazy? I don't care about what's right. When I was young, I thought the broken days were happiness, so that experience can easily be different depending who see, sees it, who hear it, and who thinks it. This is my garden. My hope will definitely come true this time. I am right. I am not wrong. So, Comadre, I will definitely make you happy. Oh, that was the story of the Lord of the Castle. I thought it was Robin's story. What? Episode 12 already? We just started episode 11. Who killed Comadre? Oh, who told the bell? I said the bull because I can pull. I'll toll the bell. That doesn't make any sense. Someone's crying. There are many people sobbing, crying, and shouting. Everyone looks sad. I wonder who is crying. I wonder why they are crying. You are. What? I was back in my room? When I opened my eyes, I was in my room. I felt something strange and touched my cheek as I woke up upper body. I was crying. Did you wake up? Did you wake up? It seemed you didn't have very sweet dreams. You knew what you've done, don't you? Yes. The master will decide what to do with you. Until then, you have to stay here. I suggested that he should give you a proper treatment so that you won't do such a thing again. But I wonder why is he hesitating? Each word stabbed me with a knife. As I become frozen, the chef maid sighed deeply. But I cannot do anything. I just obey what the master decides. You shouldn't think that you are forgiven. Do you understand? I understand. If I had found it first? What? Nothing. Anyway, you stay here and reflect on what you've done. Oh, it locked the door! My memory didn't come back. I could find the key for the stone lid. Drossel disappeared. Drossel? Disappearing person? It wasn't my imagination. She definitely existed. Was she there? Should have been there? That name. In fact, the master reacted to the name Drossel. But there's nothing I can do anymore. I won't be able to live as I used to do. Now, my room is locked. I lost Drossel. I don't know the mysterious of Comadre. More and more things I cannot understand. I am exhausted. I'm dizzy and sat down on the bed. I fall on my back, then I felt my eyelids getting heavy. Robin. Huh? Linette? Linette! As I woke up, unexpectedly, a person was entering my room, his body shaking as he was afraid. Lynette looked so tired. His pale face looked younger than normal. It reminds me if he's younger than me. I'm sorry. What? You are here, which means you are not punished, right? They didn't notice you. I don't intend to say what happened at that time to anyone. If you are asked, just say that threatening you. He must be so tired because he did something against the order. I cannot cause more trouble to him anymore for my own self-satisfaction. If something happened to you, I... Stop it! Why? Why did you say that? I I don't deserve it. I'm not the kind of person who should be treated kindly. I am cowardly and shameful. I am dishonest and underhanded. That's why I came here. Please calm down. What's wrong? As I tried to see Lynette's face when he looked at the ground. Robin, let's escape. What? Fortunately, I have been doubted. That's why the master and the chef maid trusted me and handed me the keys. This is the only chance for us. Hurry up. Wait a minute. Does it mean you will betray the master? Yes, you're right. Why? Beside me, you don't have the reason to do so. If you don't do anything, you might end up in a bad trouble. Probably you won't be able to get out of the castle even if for this room. That's my fault for being insensitive. I cooperate with you only a little. If I had stopped you at the time, you might not be able in a bad situation now. So I won't be in this decisive anymore. Lynette gave me his hand. His hands were thin and young, but he braced himself to come here. Please, escape with me. Straight shaped camaraderie. The more I search for it, the more of a mystery it becomes. People living in the castle are hiding something. Disappearing Drossel, disappearing memory, the master. Whoa! Should I escape? What did Drossel sell? I can't remember. I guess I better not escape. There's still more to go of the chapter. If I escape, maybe it leads to an ending. So I don't escape. You don't escape. I knew it. It did straight to the chapter. Okay, guys, that's all my time for today. So hope you enjoyed today's part. So we'll continue next part of the video. So let's see first. I missed most of the ending, but I'm gonna take it once. Yep, I'm in 12-2. So like I said, that's all. Hope you enjoyed. So please subscribe and a like, and that's all for the day. So shall we? We'll get to the next part of the video. Goodbye.